Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It is a review on the Makiage foundation, but let me explain a little bit first. I've been testing out this foundation for a little over a month. I had some issues with it, and some of the footage is a month old. The initial test and wear and stuff like that of how I liked the foundation is about a month old. This is the current foundation that I am wearing right now. So you can tell, at least for me, I think it's really, really pretty. I like the way it looks. Don't mind my hair. I'm sorry. Yes, I have a makeup brush in my hair. I got hot. Put it up. My daughter broke my hair clip, so there you go. Anyways, I don't want to make this video super long. It is a Makiage review test wear. So if you guys are interested in finding out how I feel about this foundation, then just stick around and keep on watching. First, we're going to talk a little bit about Makiage. So Makiage is only sold online. You can purchase it on their website, and it is about $44, I want to say, before taxes and before shipping. Now, they are currently, or I don't know if it's a permanent promo thing, do let you test out the foundation for 14 days. The only thing you have to pay is the shipping. So initially you sign up. The trial starts when you receive the foundation. Once you receive the foundation, within 14 days, if you don't like the foundation, you can send it back and they'll give you your money back, which is awesome because this foundation is $44. Like I said, if I'm not right, I'll leave it on the screen for you guys to see, but it is $44. So you get to try this foundation for $5 basically. Again, if you don't like it, you just send it back. So they state that you only apply the foundation about here to your jawline, not all the way down to your neck. I personally do like to blend my foundation down to my neck because I do want a seamless finish all the way down. I don't like to look like I have a mask on. I want my foundation to be natural for the most part, even though I do wear a lot of dramatic eye looks. But the face, I want to be natural. I want it to look like my skin, but better. And you guys hear me, if you guys watch my channel, you guys hear me say that all the time. My favorite part about foundations is when it's your skin, but better. So this foundation does do that for me. The first time that I got the foundation, which is the footage that you'll see on the try-on, was a little too dark. Even now, I feel like it might be just a little too dark. You kind of tell, like in my ears, a little bit lighter, but this isn't as orange as the first one. Now they do offer for you to take a test to kind of try to figure out your perfect shade. You answer a bunch of questions on there, and then they kind of match you to a certain shade based off of the answers that you answer to the question. You don't have to take it if you feel like you are fully capable of matching yourself to a foundation, then you can do that, or you can do the quiz. For me, I did do the quiz, and it was a little too dark. I do consider myself to be a, medium warmer tone, but at the same time, depending on the foundations, depending on their shade range, if they're really warm, then I'm more of a neutral. If they're too pink, then I'm more of a warm, if that makes sense. With this foundation, the warm was too orange, and that was the one that I initially had received, was one shade darker, which was 105, I want to say. I'll insert some clips on when I first received the foundation. And that's another thing that I did notice with the Makiage foundation, the packaging. So the first one that I got, again, I'll leave in some clips, the cap of the foundation was indented. It had some damage to it, so I don't know. I'm not going to put it out there and say that I received a used bottle, but it was not sealed like the second one. The second one that I received was completely sealed. I had to peel a wrapper off of it, and there was no harm to the cap of the foundation. So that kind of made me wonder, but I don't really know if that's something that they would do. But I did, kind of make me question why one of them was sealed and the other one wasn't. And one was damaged and the other one wasn't. Now I'm going to go ahead and let you guys see the wear part of this foundation. We're going to go ahead and test this out today. I am going to be using primer because I normally do use primer when I use my foundations. I don't ever just wear foundation without a primer, not even when I use my powdered foundations, I always wear a primer. For today, I'm going to use one that is a little bit on the neutral side. It's just a pore filling primer. So this is the Maybelline Master Prime Studio Face Primer, which is this one here. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. Okay, so now that we have our primer in place, we're going to go ahead and test out this foundation. Now on there it did say that you could use it either with a brush or a sponge. My favorite beauty tool to use for my foundation is the Juno & Co. microfiber sponges, so that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the one in lilac because that's the one that I have that's clean. So in this little thing, instruction thing, it says over 75% of women get foundation wrong. Get yours right. So it says step 1, apply two pumps to your entire face, jaw, and neckline. So that's what we're going to do. It recommends that we do 2 pumps. I normally just do 1, so we're going to do 1, 2 pumps. Probably not what they meant, but it's going to work. Let's go ahead and try it. Okay, so this is the foundation with 2 pumps. I did blend it down to my neck even though it says not to. Main reason why is because I know on the card it says see.
Blend out with brush or sponge, not by hand. Wait 5 minutes for foundation to set before checking the shade. Don't match to your neck or wrist. They're a different tone than your face. Finish your face with concealer, blush, and bronzer. Wear for a full week to determine if it is perfect for you.
So my thing with that, yes, your skin tones are 2 different shades, but if you just apply it on your face just to the jawline, then it looks like you're wearing a mask. It doesn't look like a seamless, look. So I personally do like to match my foundation to my neck because when I blend it down, the foundation is going to cover your face. When I blend it down, it's going to match my neck, so it's going to look like one seamless piece rather than looking like I'm wearing a mask, which is what I don't want to do. I don't want to look like I'm wearing a mask. I want my foundation to match my skin seamlessly and pretty. Right now, I think it's a pretty good match. I don't know if you guys can see. I can see that it's a little bit darker than my neck, but not too bad. It still looks really good. Definitely does look like your skin, but better. I've seen other foundations where it looks really cakey. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in. So welcome to my face and all its imperfections. So if, like I was saying, you can definitely tell it is pretty full coverage. I didn't have enough foundation to go over here, but that's okay because typically I use concealer to cover that markup. But as you guys can see, it looks like a pretty good shade. Matches my jawline, I think, right? Really pretty. Yeah, and it doesn't look cakey, so far I am impressed. So far I am impressed with this foundation. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera to finish the rest of my makeup, but I'll be back to show you guys later. Okay, so this is the completed makeup look with everything on. I have to say it is really pretty. It's really, really pretty. I do like the shade. I think it's a little bit orangey toned. I'm not entirely sure. This is just, my ring light, room lighting stuff, but on camera it looks really pretty. Right? So the products that I used on my face today is what I have on my weekly makeup drawer to use from my Shop My Stash. I'm going to spray a little bit more of some setting spray just because it is matte. So it is a matte foundation, which I typically I don't like. I don't really like matte foundation, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray a little bit more just to get a little bit more of that moisture back into the skin because I did set. I used everything that I normally would, which would include primer and setting powder and a setting spray. So for setting spray, I'm going to be using this one from Revlon, which is my ultimate favorite. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay. That looks better. I don't look so mattified. It looks really pretty. It is a natural finish, matte natural finish. I would like to use this more with an illuminating primer instead of on its own. But we're going to go ahead and test the wear. Last I checked, it is 1:44 p.m. since I stopped doing my makeup and started recording. So I'm going to wear this makeup for the rest of the day and see how she wears. If I get oily, if I get cakey, all that good stuff. Okay, loves, I am back for my final check-in. It is currently 8:49, so I've now had the foundation on for about 6-7 hours, I believe, and this is what I look like. As you can tell, I am a little bit dewy, just the tiniest, like the tiniest amount of dewiness. Normally here on my T-zone, I do see a little bit of dewiness on my cheeks. That's what the shine is here. I'm gonna go ahead and blot that and then set it with some powder and see how it looks like. But overall, I feel like this foundation has lasted pretty good for the wear. Okay, so this is what I look like after the blotting, after the added of a little bit of powder, not too much. I think it looks beautiful. I mean, it looks so pretty. Okay, so with that being said, I do really like this foundation. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my experience with the foundation. Initially, as I said, the foundation was a little too dark. It did oxidize throughout the day, even though on their little pamphlet it does say to wait just 5 minutes for it to set to see if it is your perfect match. For me, I thought it was at first, but then going throughout the day, I noticed that it did get darker. I'll insert some clips or pictures of my foundation. You can clearly tell that it is too orange for my skin tone. This one now is perfect. I want to say that it is a beautiful natural shade. I do like the way it looks. Initially, when I first ordered the foundation, my package was delayed, and because of that, their customer service team did reach out to me and give me a credit, which I ended up using to purchase the concealer. It was a little too light. I am horrible in matching my shade as far as concealer and foundation goes online, which is the reason why I was hesitant to buy that foundation in the first place. But with this trial, it made it easy for me to try. Once I got the foundation and it was a little too dark for me, it was a little bit too the orangey side for my skin tone, I ended up returning it. And I wasn't planning on purchasing a new one just because I didn't want to go through that hassle again of what if getting the new shade wasn't my match and I would have to just return it all over again. But after a couple of weeks of returning my foundation, they sent me an email with more credit that actually covered the price of the foundation and also the shipping cost. So I ended up getting this foundation bottle for free, which is amazing. It just shows how this company truly believes in their product because they're willing to give me a foundation for free, basically, to keep and try out and think that I'll be super impressed with it, that I will actually go back and purchase a second bottle. So how do I feel about the foundation? I actually really like it. It is a more of a high-end price tag to the foundation, but I think this beautiful, flawless, seamless look is so beautiful. Your skin, but better. For me, it is an amazing foundation. I'm really impressed. The videos that you see floating around on Instagram and Facebook, I feel like it's true. I've been having some issues with my skin, and you can't even tell that I have it. Looking into the mirror, my skin looks beautiful. Anyways, that's it for this video today. I hope you guys liked it. I know it was a little weird from going to, that appearance to this appearance since it was filmed on different days and different times, but I wasn't planning on doing the review, and then they ended up being that generous, letting me get this foundation for free with that credit, meaning that they really stand by their product. I have to say yes, I do like this foundation. Do I think that you absolutely have to have it? No, it is. But if you've been wanting to try this foundation, this little tester thing for 14 days, only for $5.99, I think it's worth the shot. You have nothing to lose really except for maybe $5. But like I said, their customer service is so amazing. I would recommend you give it a shot if you want to. Alright beauties, that's basically it. I hope you guys truly did enjoy this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out any more videos here on my channel. I do post 2 times a week, Wednesday and Saturday, so you guys don't want to miss out. And yeah, that's basically it. Make sure you leave some comments down below letting me know what you would like to see here on my channel because I'm always up to suggestions. And yeah, that is it. Until next time, loves. Bye.